Okay, good morning, everybody. For the first time, and I cannot recall when, I have managed to get out before 7 o'clock in the morning. But, okay, walking your dogs in your shorts. Alrighty. She looks half asleep. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go try to do some delivery, I do for health insurance, and see how this goes today. Hopefully, yesterday it wasn't so bad, but when it stops, plain and simple. And this makes it difficult because where I live, like, there's an hour for a lunch run, there's an hour for dinner run. I don't know about breakfast. I tried before and it was nothing. And I've tried before that. It was really good. So, Adam always says, it's all random. You get what you get. It's all random. And I don't see it. I see it as a bit random, of course, but not totally. Anyway, the sky, it looks like really bad weather. It was really windy. I was hearing the wind howl all night, last night after dark. We went out until like 7:30 and before dark, and I had enough. He went with me the second time. The first time I went by myself, and basically it was the same. I think it was $19 the first time, and when I went by myself, and $21 when I went with him. So it's pathetic. It really is. I don't know how anybody could make $100 a day unless they really worked all day. But because of the way I have seen it, and I am trained in research, so hey, both qualitative and quantitative. But the way I see it, no, here where I am in my market, okay, no, I don't see, because there's so much downtime that there's no offers out there. So, okay, while waiting for that light, at the light, I saw 5 school buses, 4 going the other direction, 1 coming toward me when I started moving, in the other lane though, in that direction. Okay, maybe I'm not awake fully, but I'm not wearing shorts. Anyway, it's 70 degrees, it wouldn't matter anyway, but yeah, I kind of like, I've noticed in the past that they have on the school buses, they have all the back windows except for the bus driver. You can't see who's in it. You can't really tell. If you can see if somebody's in it, like where the kids sit, there weren't any kids. The ones I checked. The first one didn't look, but they're all going to go pick up the kids. No kids. But yeah, I think at the same time it's just sad that it has to be done that way, where the windows are, blackened out. But I'm glad they are, for the safety of kids, of course. I've worked with a lot of kids in my lifetime, so anyway, something to notice in the morning. But anyway, it's gotten so, I don't know if it was ever really any better. But about getting, offers, getting back to this, getting good offers for delivery or not. I just started back but back in July. And that's a lot, but I hardly made any money. I'm serious. Altogether, I have hardly made any money. It is unbelievable. I go out like almost, I can't say every day because I just recently took off 2 or 3 days after doing my taxes. Oh my goodness, now after this I'll get it better. I'm still waiting for them to send me something and say, well, you did this wrong. Okay, man, the kids have to go to school a lot longer than in my day of going to school. It's still my day, but not going to school. I went to school enough. Regular 12 years. I was supposed to be advanced placed, but my mother wouldn't let me. She said I had a sister who was in the grade above mine, and she said it wouldn't be fair to her. What about fair to me? But you know, my mother did suffer from postpartum depression after she had me, and she never got over it. She never got over her way of feeling about me at all. I'm not saying that all mothers do that. Look how bad it looks over there. It looks like it's just going to fall out. The bottom of those clouds is just going to fall out. But there's no rain in the prediction. And watch it start raining. I hope not, because I've bought some stuff to fix my windshield. Anytime I have to turn the sprinklers on, I can't see for a little bit. And that binging yesterday, I was making a video and it says binging. You know, there was some noise when I got in, and I don't know why. It was about the windshield wiper fluid was low. So anyway, but this about no offers. I can't imagine that this would last very long without somebody complaining. This is Texas, and doesn't represent my view, but I think there should be something done. I'm an independent, and I think there should be something done about this, because when a person can go out and work, and seriously, I am a person who's not going to go out and say, to too much. I'm going to say no to something like $2 for 20 miles, and I'm going to say no to 20 miles anyway, because that's 20 miles there, and then 20 miles back. 20 miles back. There's no pay going on there. There's no pay per order. I mean, it's per order, so I'm taking $2 and I'm going to be going 20 miles. No. Okay. I didn't sign up for all that. And now, if it were an employer, instead of I'm an independent contractor, that's a different story. But you do what your employer says to do. But still, if somebody, I would worry. Okay, I don't know. You don't have your blinker on, so I can't tell what you're doing. They paused like they were waiting to see if I was going to go and they were going to turn. Okay, but they weren't. They went straight. Anyway, early morning ramblings, huh? But this, if a person can go out, a person who's going out to do an honest day's work. I'm not going out to play, and can't even make sometimes $1. Really, sometimes I go out and there's nothing, and or like I say, they send these offers that are unbelievable. $2 for 20 miles. I'll never forget that. Here's another school zone. Okay. If there was a school there, I did not see a school there. Okay, I've driven this road that many times and I don't see a school. If there's a school zone, I don't know. Maybe I'm too busy, looking at the road, watching traffic. Okay, they're putting up a sign there. I don't think I've seen that, because they don't have it right, but it's going to be in the crosswalk on this road. You have to stop if they have that light going on. Interesting. There's no other light there. Okay. But I'm going to see what happens today. I'm going out early morning. I want to see. Let me try to get back to the topic. I'm going to see if the early morning over here, once again, I'm going to try it out in Murphy, Texas, and Wiley, Texas, and wherever they may lead me to. It's any good for the morning. Okay. I've done it before and tried it out, and nothing. I mentioned that already. Before that, I tried it. It was good. So it just depends. It's random. I don't know. I still say, out here in Murphy, I think I mentioned this in a video, I don't see those gray, four-door gray cars that the people go and pick up thing. And it's like, what do they have, a fleet of them? And I don't know. You hear people say that, talk about bots. That wouldn't be a bot, but it would be somebody has, could be somebody has a whole fleet of them and hires out people, something different. I mean, really, that would just, I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot figure out why would that benefit anybody. Seriously, I mean, unless they're getting some really great, orders. And And why would they get them instead of other people? Someone would say, oh, they have a bot. No, maybe it's just could be something like, if we're going to be making up fiction here, it could be something like that because they've been in operation for many years, they have a high priority or something like that. Oh, suddenly had a coughing, sneezing fit allergy attack. But, if you're going to make up something, don't make up a bot. Seriously. I had my first computer back in 1982. You wouldn't believe how many times I've heard of bots causing this or bots causing that. But, don't make up a bot. Make up something more, close to real. No conspiracy theory that they've gone in there and they've hacked it and they all... No. I think that if they had, the person would have better autos than four-door, older four-door, gray, ugly gray cars. For people to deliver if they were really wealthy and all that kind of stuff from all the money they're making off of it. I just don't see it's worth it to anybody. But I don't know. They could give the people the tips and the keep the fares themselves or something. Of course, it would add up depending on how many people they had doing it. But it would be a really slow thing, in my opinion. Okay, you're gonna get going, right? Right. You're gonna go. You're not gonna go dilly-dally down the road. Dilly-dallying while they're going down the road. Yeah. Let's go for a visit. Let's go for a scenic drive. Anyway, now I'm gonna go see what happens. Okay, I sat out there for a little while. They were giving me crap orders. Not really so bad, but they were bad enough to say no to. And plus the weather was, there was a lot of traffic. Of course, it's breakfast, but that's never been too much of a concern for me, because they do have lights, lots of lights, because it's very busy. FM 544. It's just that some of them they were just ridiculous, like $4 for 7 miles. Some of them were okay, but at the same time it was little money, like $2 and something. And as of course they would only give me, of course, offers as I'm actually moving. I'm driving down the road, and then I pull off so I could, I had back-to-back ones. I know they're usually trash orders, crap orders at first, so I went through all those. And it's, of course, when I pull off, I was in a parking area, so I just pull and stop. They stop, and it happened 3 times, 3 or 4 times. I don't know how many times. I'm stopped, and then they have the nerve to say they're part of this. I'm not saying which one on purpose, but I think all of them say stuff like, they're part of this of keeping the roads safe and blah blah blah. Really? If you were that concerned, would you do that? It is consistent. Of course, I can't prove it. So once again, it's fiction unless you can prove it. Unless you have the fact, even no matter. Well, actually, when you just study research, it kind of goes a different way. But over and over and over since July, they give the offers when I'm moving or I'm on another. If I'm parked, I have to be on another app. Then an offer comes through. Like I'm switched to a different app, or just even doing video. That's when an offer will come through if I'm sitting still. So, well, y'all are in that much a hurry. Yesterday I had a twofer. I get a kick. I kind of laugh at this. People who weave in and out, of traffic because they got to get there in a hurry, and they weave. They pass me and everybody else, or they're tailgating, and then they act like they're like somebody like me who drives the speed limit. I'm not going to get a ticket for you, so I'm not going to move for you. Period. You're not paying my ticket. You're not paying my insurance. So, and I drive the speed limit. Period. And so that then they're weaving in and out of traffic, you know, because they're all so upset, you know, aggressive driver. And I wave at them as I pass them by, you know, we meet at the light. I wave as I pass them, you know. Yesterday I had two of them. They got in front of me. They were I think teenagers, because the high school was near there, and they were like competing against one another. And then got in front of me. There was some room people. That was the turning lane, and I got in front of me. I said, "Oh, you're gonna do that, right?" Sure enough, down the line, right before the school, I waved at both of them as I passed them by. I get a kick out of it. I don't know. It's one of those. You know, some of us know and understand that. You know, if you're not part of the 1% or politicians, or you're not, you know, the whole thing of you can't fight City Hall, you might as well add into that big businesses, corporations, and I mean the list continues, because you're looked at like you're stupid to not know that you can't fight them. They're not going to win. They have better lawyers. I mean, I've heard this kind of stuff since I was a kid. You know, I have heard it, and it didn't start with me. People talking about it. So, you know, when I was a kid, didn't start then. But, you know, we know it's the way we're looked at is even different. Some of us, you know, not the top 1%. I've lived in the top 2%, and it doesn't matter. You know, if you're not the one that has the okay, this is just my theory. You know, remember, I was a career student, taught at college and university, social behavioral sciences. Really wanted to know what I know for over 20 years. This kind of stuff. But I could be wrong. It's my opinion still. But if you're not part of the team, you know, the politicians, and you know, it's either this way or that way. No, it's not either this way or that way. There's some of us who are independents, and we know better. But it doesn't make any difference, really. I mean, okay, maybe I'll say a whole different alternative view on this another day, so you can pretty much count on it. And yeah, but anyway, I decided to go home. Get back to this. Decided to go home because it started to rain, and see how, well, you can't see how my windshield just does not clean off, and I don't know what to do. Got this brand new in May 2019, and it's always been like this. And no matter how many times we've taken it to professionals, you know, have it detailed and everything, and it's still the new windshield wipers, you name it, it just doesn't work. We just cleaned it again yesterday. I did again yesterday. Still streaks, still hard to see through sometimes. And the school zone. Okay, so anyway, it was a failed attempt for me going out. This is not part of the school zone, by the way. The school zone's way back there. It's real short. I don't get it. I never have. But it was a failed attempt to go out because of the rain, and it's not. There's no rain in the prediction. And yesterday was real cloudy like this, and it didn't rain. And it was saying that it was raining, and it wasn't raining. Okay, y'all get it straight. It's kind of like these offers. Get it straight. People don't want to. Why are you showing up on the people's apps for far away instead of right where they live, right around near where they live? What is the advantage that we get there, us drivers get there, and it's not yet ready? It's going to be another 5 minutes or something. So what big deal? 5 minutes is not as big of a deal as us having to travel 20 miles or something to go pick up the order, or say 10 miles just to pick it up and then go deliver it somewhere back 10 miles. I've seen so many that they wanted us to go all the way out there, and I'm saying all the way, who knows how many miles it was, but way out there to pick up, just to come all the way back and deliver. Really? Get it together. I mean, those of us who are actually out driving around, you know, delivering these things, might be able to tell you something. That's not working. It's just not working. It is kind of stupid. And you got disgruntled, a lot of people are just disgruntled. I see, drivers, because it's so crazy. I'm going to be here, like the offers I was getting, I was over there in Murphy, Texas. This is probably, this is probably just Plano. It's called, it looks like Plano, but Plano, Texas. Just north of here is Allen, and they want me to go from Murphy, where I was. I drove all the way through Plano to this part of Plano to Murphy, and they wanted me to go back to past Plano to Murphy to deliver one. Get it together, man. Have things in Murphy right next to his Wiley. Have it right there. They deliver right there. Most often. Not these really crappy orders where they want to go back. It makes no sense. And then has Adam figured out, the first time he ordered, he was going to surprise me. And he didn't know that little bitty number down there, way little tiny in the corner, meant the miles. It doesn't say anything like miles next to it. It's just like a number. Like, to me, it even looked like it could be, a number for which order it is. I don't know. I don't remember what I thought when I first saw it. What's that? Oh, yeah. Not everybody sits there and stares at their, every app and learns everything about it. But then again, some places they know this, so they get you to. Wow, what is the incentive to get drivers to drive so far? I mean, do they not know how to program their AI? Don't show the people on their app, the ones that are 30 minutes away, because that means your food's going to be at least, let's say, 25 or so minutes before it gets to you. And even if they have it in a hot cold bag, it's going to be cooled down quite a bit. And I had something like that delivered yesterday, and it wasn't that far, but it cooled down fast. And I always have my stuff in a hot cold bag, those insulated bags. So I never had any problem, but except for that one yesterday. Didn't know why. No reason. Anyway, I have my views on this and make it make more sense. And it's not just one app. I'm not saying the name on purpose. I use a few, and some you can't even use because you never hear anything. Never. I have one of them. They send me emails or text or notifications or whatever they send me, and it says there's some offers right there, and they're not there. I mean that fast, like I say, that fast. Maybe it's the people with the great cars, 4-door old, inexpensive models, make models kind of thing. Anyway, yet another one. I'm going to turn this off. I'll talk to y'all maybe in another video today or not.